Welcome and welcome back to another Worthless Mutts. If you're new here, this is where I give my perspective and insight and give the awareness of what's going on in dog culture. As we may know, I doubt as you may know, but usually people don't actually know, but both in dog culture, there's a lot of chaos within dog culture. There's a lot of bloodshed. There's a lot of, slackness. There's a lot of, unruliness in dog culture that has been, swept under the rug, that has been ignored for so long. And, I'm here to let people know of what's going on in dog culture in an entirely different perspective. What the average person knows about dog culture, all they know is dogs are man's best friend. That's all they really know, and how to tell a dog to sit, and that's it. The average person or even the average dog nutter doesn't know about the attacks. They don't know about the hundreds of victims, the babies that have been killed by these dogs. They don't know about the diseases that consist of these dogs. They're unaware that maybe people who they know who are always sick. They don't see that there might actually be a link between them owning a dog and between them also getting sick. That's why I'm here along with other anti-dog people, spreading that awareness of what's going in dog culture. Again, this is an entirely different perspective. I leave it up to you whether you want to say it's immoral or moral, if it's righteous, if it's wrong. Leave that. I'll leave that entirely up to you. While I shed the light, or even in this case shine the light on various topics and subjects in this dog culture that is either rarely to never spoken about. Another example of things not really being spoken about is all these dog laws and dog fines. Recently, again, it's nothing new under the sun, there's been a surge of dog attacks. And, these governments who are also dog nutters, the law enforcement who are also dog nutters, think it's a bright idea just to, again, raise up the fines, have stricter penalties. But again, that does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. It does nothing to stop dog attacks. The dog attacks continue to happen. And and these dog nuts, I think some of them know that these laws and fines are bogus. And I think some of them are oblivious. But the fact that they're going to raise fines and increase these penalties, the dog itself doesn't know about these penalties. The dog itself doesn't care. It does nothing to the dog. The dog is still going to act like a dog. It doesn't matter how much training or who the dog is, who trained the dog. It doesn't matter. The dog is always going to act and behave like a dog. So fines and penalties means nothing. Today's show, I'm going to call this Chaos Uncontrolled, subtitle The Virtual Nature of Dog Nutters, where we are going to explore more so memes that these dog nutters come up with on the internet and social media, where they will believe and or accept or at least pretend or act as if it's 100% truth when that is never the case. Also, I always like to touch base on other issues in this dog culture. I don't always just want to just focus on the attacks. I know attacks are priority. I know attacks are probably the most spoke about in the media. I know attacks are, always, going to be spoken about when regarding to these dogs. But there are other things. There are a lot more other things that are wrong with these dogs and this dog culture. One example of what else is wrong with this dog culture is the diseases that these dogs spread, and even these dog owners will spread. These dog nutters will allow their dogs to, lick the dishes they just ate out of. They'll allow their dogs to, bathe in the sink, allow their dogs to step into the dishwasher, stand on tables, stand on chairs, lick the spoons, and these dog nuts think nothing of it. And they will potentially have guests over where they will, even after the dog has licked that dish, even if they wash it or not, they will still lend that dish to someone else to eat off of it. And that is just disgusting. It is just gross. It is horribly disgusting to have your dog lick the utensils, the like plates and bowls that you're going to be sharing with others, even for yourself. But that's just the reality of dog culture. And I've always said, never, ever, ever, ever accept food from dog nutters. If you know they're a dog nut and they own a dog, don't accept food from them. Just don't do it. You may find dog dander in your food. These dog nuts, again, they're nasty. They may even put their finger in the food. They put the food in the car where their dogs have been in the car. So that car is filled with dog dander, dog air particles. All that is all going over the food, whether it's closed or not. It is disgusting. It is highly disgusting. And another example of what is wrong with this dog culture is, again, as we're going to be speaking about today, showing you a lot of these memes and various pictures, is they come up with such bogus claims about these dogs that are false, 100% false. And everything that these dog nutters come up with is subjective. It is made up. It is fantasy. There is no fact to it, none whatsoever. They will say dogs are man's best friend, when in reality, dogs have been attacking us since the beginning. So it's hard to say dogs are really man's best friend when they have been attacking us nearly every day. They're attacking the owners, their children. So it's like, are they really our best friend? I don't think so. First thing I want to show, not quite a meme, but this is just to show how brain damaged these dogs are. So watch this video and see for yourself. Just gonna mute it just for the music. See, do you not see what's happening here? Like, this is brain damage and mutiny, if that's a word. So these dogs will just walk near each other fine without the glass being in the way. They're all fine. But as soon as they get inside and that door closes, they do this. Like what kind of behavior is this? This is dog nuttery. This is brain damage, mutiny. To act one way, then act another way just because a glass is in the way. It's just, this is just doesn't make any sense. Again, that's dog culture for you. Hoarding these brain damaged mutants, acting as if they're smart when in reality they're not. All right, one of the first memes or pictures that is present is this. It says, "You jumped a fence into a yard. Pitbull, dark soul music intensifies." Usually, I would say this is rarely to never the case. It is usually the pitbull coming into your yard attacking. When we see, even those beware of dog signs, we know someone has a pit bull, people are going to stay away. They're going to naturally just stay away. They don't want no beef because they know that these dogs are dangerous. But the reality is that these pit bulls, dogs in general, will come onto your property and attack you. And when they do attack you, you try to defend yourself by hitting the worthless mutt. We're going to have dog lovers and dog activists, blaming you, the victim, and saying that defending yourself against these dogs is wrong. Because what they want you to do is to stand like a tree while the dog mauls you to death. But if you dare defend yourself by hitting it or shooting at the dog, immediately you are to blame. You're going to be bashed and attacked. Next one, really, there's such animal called a dog. Again, dogs are not natural animals. Maybe we can call them animals, like a sub-animal, but they are not natural animals. I don't like calling them animals because, it kind of meshes, these dogs with, beavers, insects and all those when they're vastly different. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so hang in there. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes, and look how hideous this dog is. It's hideous. Hideous for animal standards. Everything about it is so flawed and repulsive. These things cannot survive out in the wild. So it's insult to call these animals when we don't find them out in the wild and they themselves cannot survive in the wild. And one thing I want these dog nuts to actually try is put these dogs out in the wild and see how well they do. And of course, they will struggle. These dogs will struggle. They struggle as stray dogs. They struggle as dogs in the home. They struggle when they have an owner. So imagine out in the wild on their own. They're really going to struggle because, again, these are not natural animals. Next up, this picture is one of the most, one of those popular memes. With it, this is fine while the house is on fire. This can easily simplify dog nutters or pit nutters or bully tards, where they have a pit bull, a deadly dog in the house. Whether the dog attacks or not, these dog nuts are gonna say that everything is fine, while they have a dangerous dog roaming around in their house, not knowing when they're going to attack. Look at this one again. These things are just hideous. Like you cannot find anything as hideous as a dog out in the wild. There is nothing as hideous and deformed like a dog. And look what they say. I can't brain today. I have the dumb, which again, dogs are dumb. They're brain damaged mutants. They are brain damaged mutants. They will, be able to obey these worthless commands. And these dog owners and lovers will call that smart. Being able to obey commands, to, piss when your owner says to piss, to sit when your owner says to sit. And they are going to call these dogs smart because it can just obey orders. When naturally speaking, without these dim-witted owners, these dogs are nothing. They are nothing. Dogs are better than cats. Apparently this is a book. A Dog's Eye View. So a lot of dog nutters, probably most of them, all of them, think that these hideous, worthless mutts are better than cats, which I beg to differ. And there's that old motto, old saying that dogs are man's best friend. If there were animals that I can say that truly signify being man's best friend, a natural animal that signifies being man's best friend, it would have to go to the cat. Like the cat as man's best friend, not just, again, they don't cause, the neighborhood to feel unsafe. You can walk by a cat, pet it, look at it, and everything is fine. No problem. But with dogs, it's like they terrify people. How can something, terrify every person be called man's best friend? And again, it's because they feed these dogs, and the dog has to stay around for food. They're going to call that loyalty, but when it's a law, It's actually the law where the dog has to stay with you anyways. The dog really doesn't have a choice. And then when the dog does somehow leave, what do? You go and get it back and you stick it right back near you. So the dog really has no choice. You call it for food, it has to come. And when these dogs don't come and do what you say, a lot of you dog owners are going to just abandon it or dump it off at a shelter. But anyways, cats are man's best friend. 14 reasons why. Let's hear what they have to say. They say cats are soft and fun to pet. I've been around a cat. Again, I didn't even own the cat. I have never fed it. I've been around the cat, but I never owned it. I've never fed it, none of that. Never really played with it. The cat was always just to itself. Goes upstairs, goes downstairs, sees me, and we're cool. And, even though I don't feed it or anything, it had known me for a long time. And it would always, rub against me, stand near me, look at me. I would pet it, as I'm eating, it's like looking at me, it's rubbing against me. I can walk by it, no problem. It sees me and it does its own thing. I had no beef with no beef with that cat or cats in general. Cats are protective. We've seen videos of when dogs are attacking the owner's child, and a cat will jump in to protect that child or protect the owner or protect its own kittens or other cats. So cats are really brave. Like they're really brave, and they don't get the recognition like other animals for being brave. Like the lion is considered bold and brave, the eagle bold and brave. All these other animals, bears, they're brave and all that. But cats, they surely are brave. These things will go up against crocodiles, snakes, and they have these fast reflexes. They have the ability. They're fast. They can walk along planks. They can hang on the balcony. They can do so much, man. I think cats are just so very, very unique. Cats are great snugglers. Again, I'm not one for sleeping with animals, period, or cats. I would never do it. Cats choose to be around us, and that's true. They do. As for dogs, it's like as long as you feed it, they're going to be around you. But even if you feed it, and it wants to wander off, it really has no choice. Again, like I said, dogs really have no choice. Either because you make it come to you, or it's because of the laws why it's near you. Dogs really don't have any choice whatsoever. Cats use the bathroom indoors. Unlike dogs, they will defecate anywhere and everywhere. And we can say, other animals do it too. True, but their filth is actually, I would say, beneficial to the environment. Highly beneficial to the environment. Whereas dogs' filth isn't. Some animals too, they will hide their filth away to scare away predators or prey or whatever. But dogs, they just do it everywhere while their filth is very toxic. Cats are creative. Cats love to help out. Cats take care of their own bathing needs. Unlike dogs, they're just naturally filthy. And when these owners try to groom them or they take them to a groom shop, these dogs are attacking people. They have to chain up the dog so they can groom them. So again, dogs don't really understand what's happening. Cats can live almost anywhere, and they can. Cats, unlike dogs, they can gel well with various other animals. I've seen countless cat videos of them gelling well with hamsters, with even mice, rats, sheep, cows, horses. They just gel so well. You don't have to train them. You don't have to tell them what to do and not do, but they just, are just so gentle and so easy around other natural animals. Whereas dogs, again, Immediately they're going to be attacking. They're going to be killing as well, for no reason. That's what they do. And then you have to train the dog not to attack certain animals and have laws and rules and boundaries. But with cats, it's like they already know what to do. They already know what to do. And they say that cats, attack a lot of birds and all that. There's a cat around me and where I am. I remember one time there was one of those doves, some mourning doves, one of those gray doves. It was on the road. The cat was maybe 2 feet away on the grass, and it's like hunting stance. And the cat was just staring at the bird. The cat easily could have pounced and got that bird because those birds are very slow. The cat easily could have pounced and have taken out the bird, but all the cat did was just watch it in its stalking pose, but didn't do anything until the bird just flew away and everything was back to normal. But again, dogs, immediately they see you, they're going to attack you. Cats are happy to exercise indoors. Cats don't have expensive taste in accessories. Cats are master problem solvers. They are. They can figure out. I've seen videos of them. That the game where they hide, things under the cups. The cats has been able to figure that out. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Just give you my insight. What I'm talking about. Bear with me. Cat cup game. Let's see if it's gonna be here. And they're very smart. Very, very, very smart. Cats are. I'd say they're very smart, wise, and brave. Like those are the three main characteristics I would put on cats. And honestly, I think mostly all cats are just so beautiful to look at. But there are some again that are just not as interesting to look at, in my opinion. But they look way better than these hideous, worthless mutts.
Ta-da! Let's play a game.
I'm just gonna go get a drink while this plays, and I'll be right back.
Oh! You found it! Good boy. Let's try again, huh? Oh! Good boy. Alright, let's try 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Oh, you're so smart.
And you notice one other thing, that she didn't have to give it treats to do things. Whereas dogs, they always have to give them treats to do stuff. Always have to give them food. How about this? This obstacle course. Let's see how the cat does. I haven't seen this video before, so I hope this cat proves me right again, how smart they are compared to dogs. Look how easy that is. Look how easy that is. That comes again. And they're very smart. They can just figure things out immediately. Immediately. This is just, they're so smart, so brave. See? No treats required, no commands. Now let's watch this worthless mutt. Technically, this thing could just easily just jump over it. But look how worthless it is. See? Let's see. Come on, prove me right, dog. Prove me that you're going to be... See? Fail already. Already failed. See? Fail, fail, fail. Fail, fail. this. Let's see. Fail. Fail. See, again, the anxiety level is the cats were not showing this level of anxiety. These dogs are just, again, brain damage, man. They're brain damaged. Cats just come, they figured out they're over, but these things are proving that they're brain damaged mutants. Okay, I have no time for this. It's taking way too long to figure this out. They're brain damage. There's one more. Cats. Is it Limbo? I think it was a Limbo. I'm not sure it was actually a Limbo challenge, but there was another challenge. Yeah, something like this. So again, let's see if these cats can figure it out. Fail. Fail. Okay. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Exactly the one I wanted. I think there's one with like, was it rap or something? I can't remember, but anyways, you see the point again. How smart cats are compared to these worthless mutts. They're just very unique, very unique species. Just able to analyze things so fast, like it's incredible. And why these dog nuts hate dogs? I think it's because they envy what cats can do. We have a society that pushes dog culture as if it's a walk in the park, but reality is it's horrible. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing, and when they're in it, they feel guilty and pressure where they can't just say I hate dogs. They can't just say I want to give up dogs. They can't say that. They have to continue to be dog nutters. They have to continue to be dog nutters. Whereas again, like some of them will say dogs are your children. So they can't just abandon their kids, their children. So they're gonna keep them. And they're gonna feel envious of cats because they're so smart, so easy, so nice on the eyes. Whereas dogs are just so filthy. So very filthy. Just gonna close some tabs here. 10 reasons why dogs are better than cats. Let's hear what they have to say. Dogs help you stay active and fit. I mean, if you need a dog to make you walk or to stay fit or active, then again, something's wrong with you. I've seen many people at the gym, running without a dog, play sports without a dog, and they do just fine. So to say you need a dog or using this as a reason why dogs are better than cats, it's not a good, valid reason. I mean, people with cats are probably fit as well. I'm not saying people with dogs are all, obese or overweight, but I'm pretty sure there are some fit people with dogs as well. There are fit people who don't own cats, fit people who own cats. So this is a very invalid reason of why dog would be better than cats. Dogs adapt better to atmosphere, which is false. As we know, dogs get a lot of anxiety in new places. They get anxiety, you gotta crate them, you gotta give them meds, gotta, give them treats to stay calm, gotta have all these interventions, gotta do training, gotta leash it, gotta tether it, all these stuff, gotta, have a home camera to watch what the dog is doing. False. Very, 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 very false. Let's see if I can find anything. Dog, new, home. Again, they just said dogs adapt adapt better to atmosphere. They say dogs can easily adapt themselves to any atmosphere that just love to be cared by their owners, and adaptability power is better than cats and humans. Oh, and they say, oh no, they say their adaptability power is better than cats and also humans. Oh no, oh no. I'm not gonna watch them, but you can see there's so many videos of uh, helping your dog adjust to a new home, introduce your dog to a new house, make the new dog adapt to the new house, and gotta train it, rescue, foster, whatever it is. You gotta help them adapt and give it food and drugs and training, intervention. Well, let's see. Dog anxious after moving. Let's see if there is such thing. So again, see, owner obsessed dog flung herself out the window when left alone. Remember, separation anxiety, walking anxiety, pet separation anxiety, you name it. Dogs. So again, this is, I'm presenting stuff, but at the same time, we're researching here. We're finding new things about these worthless mutts. How to ease your dog's anxiety when moving to a new home. Dog anxiety moving to new home. Helping dogs' anxiety into a new home. Moving can be horrible, stressful for dogs. You name it. But yet, they're saying dogs adapt better than humans and also cats. Dogs are easy to train. Are they though? There are countless stories of people hating their dogs. Let's see. Dog doesn't listen. Easy to train. Dog doesn't listen. Dog doesn't listen. Dog doesn't listen. My dog is pulling and not listening. Still not listening. Why your dog may not listen to you and change. 5 reasons why your dog won't listen. And there are countless and countless of articles and forums and comments regarding this. And what a lot of dog trainers are going to do, they're going to get very physical with dogs. Submitting dog ground. They have to do very physical things with these dogs to get them to listen to them. And what Cesar Millan says, you got to be a pack leader. You got to be dominant. You got to be the alpha. That means you got to be doing things like this, pushing the dog on the ground, teaching them that, hey, I'm the dominant one, not you. Got to pull their leash, pull their lead. You got to do that the tisk thing that Cesar Millan does. You got to ignore them. Got to do all the other crap. But still, they want to say dogs are easy to train, which is 100% false. And even if you can get them to obey your commands, that means nothing though. They still can go off and attack whoever, whenever. Dogs are humans' best friend. Again, this is not true because the stats and the complaints, the stories since day one have all shown that dogs have been attacking man left to right. I forgot the origin of this. Origin of dogs being man's best friend. As we can see, I guess first recorded in 1786. It was first used by King Frederick II of Persia before his death in 1786. Sorry, we're not in the 1780s, but in the 1700s. So this guy who's probably a dictator, a dog nutter, obviously, I guess coined the phrase "dogs are man's best friend." So it's just some random person saying this, and it just people kept it and kept it and kept it, and here we are. People still say dogs are man's best friend. But the behavior that dogs show towards humans, towards their owners, is horrid. They're attacking. They can spread diseases. They're annoying. They cause too much mess. They're filthy. They stink. And that's not a friend. That's not really a friend you'd want to keep. I'm talking like a human friend. If a human friend, was very stanky, was annoying, spoke way too much, would attack you, attacks your other friends, always has its mouth open, drooling all over the place, shedding its, hair all over the place, can get you sick from time to time. I don't think a lot of us will call them best friends. You might be friends, but you will probably keep a long distance away from them. Some of us will not, want anything to do with them. So dogs being man's best friend is a complete hoax. It's a complete false. Because again, the stats and the facts say otherwise. Dogs respond quickly to the act. Dogs respond quickly to the act. Whenever the owner calls the dog through the name, the dog responds faster. Whether they're sleeping or doing anything. What about when they're attacking? What about when these dogs are attacking? We've seen them call their name. Dog sees another animal, another person, it wants to go attack. The owner is calling the dog back. The dog is attacking. Owner's calling the name, calling the dog back. The dog is still attacking, still attacking. The owner is pulling on the leash, pulling on the lead, pulling on the collar. Dog is still attacking. We've seen countless times owners calling their dog back and the dog's not listening the first time, not listening the third or second time, where the owner has to go and get the dog. So this is again 100% false. And the only reason why, in some cases, it may work, but again, not all cases, especially when they're attacking someone, is because of food. Dogs will recognize patterns, will recognize, conditionings. And you call their name and they come to you, you give them food. You call their name, they come to you, you give them food. You keep doing that over and over again. Eventually, every time you call their name and they come to you, it's not because they want to listen. It's because they're expecting food. And you have conditioned them to do that. So if calling them their name works, what about when these dogs are attacking and you say stop? You call their name to stop. You're holding a leash and they're still attacking. And they say a cat will take time to think about the act and will then respond much later. And I think that's not a bad trait. Again, cats are very observant. They're not just going to just do things. Whereas dogs are very impulsive. They'll just do anything. They see a crocodile or an alligator in the water. What do? They instantly just jump in there, barking at it, and they get eaten. You hold up a gun towards these dogs, they'll continue to come right at you. You tell the dog stop, don't attack, they continue to come right at you, and you shoot them and they're dead. Whereas cats, again, very observant, very, very observant. And they do have fast reflexes. And they take their time. You call their name, they're going to observe. They're going to analyze the situation, then come. And that only proves that, again, cats aren't pushovers. Cats aren't, something that you can 100% control. Cats want to do their own thing. Cats can do their own thing. Cats don't want to be bossed around, whereas dogs, they're slaves. Dogs are okay with being enslaved. Dogs are okay with being chained up, being on a leash. Dogs want to be enslaved. The owners want to enslave their dogs. And these dog nuts think it's fun or good when their dog, obeys them. But to me, that's a sign of a slave. That's a slave. It's the same thing with people. If one person always obeys another person, we call that a slave, a pushover. We call that a slave, pushover, a beta male. We call that weak. But when dogs do it, it's glorified. But these are some of the same people that want dogs to obey them every time. Whereas they themselves are probably horrible listeners. They don't obey anyone else. They want to do their own thing. But they only want dogs to listen to them. When dogs do listen to them, they want to glorify dogs. But how about them? When they're not listening to other people, when they're not listening to their parents, they're not listening to their teachers, whoever, authorities. See, again, this dog culture, it is, they don't really think about the things they say. They just say things, it sounds good, everyone else is saying it, they just go with it, they don't think about it, but that's why dog culture is a piece of garbage. That's why there's some people like me that think you're a bunch of crap. Dogs act as a medium to safety protection. Again, false, false, false. I am going to show you a video of a dog getting electrocuted. Video of a dog getting... No. Electric. Yeah, how about this one? Dog pees on electric fence. See? Safety precaution, right? They dogs know safety, right? Dogs know safety. How about donkey? Everyone's probably seen this. Donkey laughs at dog. How about this? This is a classic. This one's a classic. This is a classic. Safety precaution, right? Safety precaution, right? And look how look how easily it broke out of the leash right there. How easily it broke out of that leash. Dog gets electrocuted. Puddle. It's there. How about safety precaution, right? This is an electric eel. Dog again tormenting electric eel. Safety, right? Safety, eh? Safety, eh? Dogs act as a medium of safety and protection, eh? They can't even protect themselves. These worthless mutts can't even protect themselves, and they're seen as, a medium for safety and protection. I still can't find the one. There's a video of a dog walking into a puddle and getting shocked. Can't find it. Yeah. How about this? Dog eaten by alligator. How about safety, eh? Safety. Talk about safety, eh? No, dogs are a medium for safety, eh? Dogs are a medium for safety, eh?
Vem! Vem pra cá! Mãe! Mãe, meu cachorro! Vem, vem! Vem! Fred, vem! Mãe, meu cachorro, mãe!
Just gonna still see it.
Vem! Sai da feira! Mãe, meu cachorro, mãe! Sai! Mãe, meu cachorro, mãe! Vem! Ai, meu Deus! Ai, não! Vem, vem! Não, vai dar! Vem! Sai da feira! Vem, vem! Ai, meu Deus! Vai não, vai não! Vem! Vem, Fred!
And it goes right back. Good. Safety precaution, right?
Ai, meu cachorro, mãe!
Dogs ain't worthless, eh? Dogs are not worthless, eh? Dogs are not worthless, eh?
Não! Fred, não! Não! Mãe, meu
Dogs are a medium for safety, eh? How about that? How about that? Whenever a dog will see such a strange situation or presence of a stranger, then the dog will start barking or growling and make alert of a situation. So what about when they attack children? Is that because the child is making them unsafe or something? How about times when dogs have been abducted? How about these times? Dog pretend how about these things? Yeah, again, they say that dogs know no safety and protection, but I'm not gonna watch the videos because I know they're gonna copyright me. But there are instances again where they set up a break-in and the dogs do nothing. they do absolutely nothing. I'm pretty sure the dogs have never seen these people before. So again, these dogs that speak nonsense, and a dog acting a certain way because it sees a stranger is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Whether you as a person find them any way or not, you don't know what they're gonna do. So to have your dog just bark at people, lunge at people just for walking is unacceptable. This person could be innocent, 100% innocent. Person could be suffering from pain. Person could be going through a bad day, bad breakup, just was in an accident or something. You don't know. This could be sick, have cancer, walking a certain way, could be on his last day alive or something. You don't know that, but this man or person walks a different way. The dog finds this person stranger off, and it goes and attacks him. What dog wants to get anxiety over that? Man, these things don't belong in our society. How about this owner? Attack? No. Ambushed dog. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. No, it's not what I want. I want a video where owner fakes faint. Yeah. So there are many times, many videos where the owners will pretend to have fallen, get hurt, pass out, and these dogs, they don't care. They just don't care. My bad. Just don't care, and many people, dog must have done this over many times. There is a video, I think I posted it already, of a guy who has a pizza in his hand. He pretends to fall right in front of his pit bull. He acts like he passed out, And the dog, all the dog wants and cares about is the pizza. So the dog walks over to the pizza, eats it, and then just goes back sitting as if nothing happened. So to say that these dogs are a medium of safety and protection, again, it is absolute nonsense. These are the same dogs that cannot protect themselves, the same dogs that are worthless, but somehow can sense danger, sense bad people, do all of that, but yet get eaten by crocodiles, shocked by fences, shocked by eels. House gets breaking into, they do nothing. If you want to glorify these dogs, dogs are a medium of laughing and entertainment. Again, dogs are just they're just stupid. They are just vastly, very, very stupid. Anything they do is just dumb, and dogs don't even have to do much for dog nutters to laugh at these dogs. Dogs can do anything, and they will laugh. They accept any and every behavior from dogs as if it's normal or fine. Any behavior, whether these dogs are attacking squirrels, cats, they find it acceptable. They'll laugh at it. They'll have fun with it. These dog nuts will laugh at people for running away from dogs. So anything dogs do, they're going to find amusing. Dogs mean less demolition. A dog can create more destruction, but when a dog is trained about how to stay at home and what factors to take care of, and how to stay at home and what factors to take care of, then a dog will definitely be a better choice. So again, you have to train them to not destroy the house. Give them food, crate it, leash it, all that stuff. As if the dog, doesn't want to do this, but you manipulated the dog to not do that. You manipulated, you controlled the dog to not control. Control's not the right word. You again manipulated for the dog not to do things. Again, using food and all these other reinforcements. But then you guys act as if the dog chose not to do that. As if the dog willfully, morally just didn't want to be destructive. And that's never the case. But they say a cat will go where they want and will go all the dirty things like jumping on the sofa, tearing bad sheets, and will do scratching and marking as per their mood. And dogs do this same thing, but even worse. Dogs do worse. Let's see. Cats destroy. Let's see. They tore up toilet paper. Toilet paper. They destroy toilet paper. They may knock down a vase once in a while. Scratch up a sofa. They may do these things. Okay. Yeah, a little bit destructive. But dogs, they act as if dogs don't destroy the home. And this is far worse than dealing with toilet paper. I've seen worse videos of dogs that have destroyed the home. Destroyed. Find that video where the dog left a trail of mess. Dog destroys home, hiding, and then the dog was hiding. Can you believe that? So you think they'll destroy the home and then feel, I guess, guilty afterwards? You're not. See? I'm not going to show the video because I don't think Inside Edition likes me too much. Again, destruction. Destruction. It's worse than just dealing with toilet paper. Like, toilet paper can be replaced. But your pillows and other things, you know, I think it's harder to replace because they're expensive, and you may not get the same one that you have. But these things will leave a trail of mess. It's funny how these things will leave a big mess. Then afterwards, they will feel bad about it. Why didn't they feel bad like after the first moment they made a mistake? But they'll continue to do it until the end. I can't find the other video, but there was another video where the dog left a trail of mess and was caught hiding, feeling guilty, you know? The thing didn't feel guilty at the moment it made one mess. It felt guilty right after the destruction was done. How about this one? Can't find the exact video I wanted, but
So, I remember.
so again, was that 3 worthless mutts? I don't know how people do this. How can people do this? Have a house full of dogs? It's just weird. To me, it's weird. Just to have a house and you have dogs in it. It's just, it looks awkward though. But look at the trail, man. Do cats do this, man? Can cats do such a thing? I'm sure cats do make a little bit of mess. Can be destructive, but are they this bad? Are they this bad? In, like, let's say like a few hours. Can they do this much damage in a few hours? Like 4 dogs this guy has? 3 or 4? And like, why don't they feel bad the moment they make a mess? Again, same thing. Guy comes home. Look at this. Gosh. And I'm not making these up, man. I'm not the one making dogs or cats do anything. I'm not manipulating anything. I'm just showing you what's happening here. But these people act as if dogs are like angels when they're not. And they add that dogs poop outside the sweet home because you make them go outside. You train them and you have to walk them outside to go. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to have a lot of mess inside. And even as filthy as you dog nuts are, you don't want dog shit in the house or dog piss in the house. So you take the dog, you train the dog to do those things. You don't really have to train a cat to use a litter box, do you? Do you have to train cat? They say cats are not born knowing how to use a litter box. Kittens learn about the bathroom from mom when they give them a plastic box with litter in it. We have to teach them to use this as their bathroom. Pet your cat, give him a treat, or engage in a play session every time they use the litter box. Most cats require little training to use a litter box because cats have a natural desire to dig and bury their waste. Will an untrained cat use a litter box? Cats are naturally drawn to litter-like areas to relieve themselves, so they typically catch on to litter box training quickly. Will a cat automatically use a litter box? Many cats and kittens will instinctively use a litter box without needing to be taught. How to get my cat to use their own litter box. Place toys or treats near the new box. Encourage your cat to enter the box after a meal. And so far, most answers, it's saying that it's natural for a cat to at least hide or bury or to use the litter box. But dogs, they will just defecate anywhere and everywhere. And this person or people want to say dogs, they poop outside, as if dogs even have a choice. Again, you have to train them. I remember going to my cousin's house years ago. They had a dog, and usually I would never go to someone who has a dog. I didn't know at first, but I went. They have a dog, and went to the backyard, and it was plastered in dog shit, plastered everywhere. It was like walking on a landmines. Like you know, there's landmines there. It's like you're trying to watch your step to not step on a landmine. That's how it felt. They were everywhere. But cats, you know, stray cats, street cats, whatever, home cats, they tend to hide or bury their filth. But these dog nutters, you know, want to, you know, knock down things that are a threat to dogs. Cats are a threat to dogs because they're smarter. They have the better ability. They're observant. They're more brave. Better easily to train than dogs. They cause less destruction than dogs. And humans, again, I'm not a fan of every person here, but humans have built civilizations. Other animals have built, you know, their habitats, been able to survive on their own. But dogs, as worthless as they are seen as better than cats, and natural animals, and even humans. That's from dog nutters themselves. That's what the dog nutters say. This is like a checklist of dogs versus cats. Home security. They say dogs. Again, we just showed you videos where dogs just didn't care. I'm not saying cats would just engage in things like that, but maybe they would. But I think for cats, it probably would be best to hide in case there is an intruder. So I think cats, you know, win in that sense. Because they're not going to win against, you know, grown men or whoever is grown in there. They're not going to win. So I think cats, you know, have it right to just stay back and hide. Personal protection. Again, dogs can attack your own children, and you can do nothing about it. Cats, we've seen cats, you know, it's very rare a cat will attack you, but they will protect you. They will protect you. Loyalty, companionship, that has to go to cats again. Dogs, again, will attack you, and they're only around you just because of food. Emotional support, also cats. Dogs, again, they're worthless, they look hideous, and they don't really care about you at all. But I think cats, you know, they care. They care at least somewhat. I won't say they care a whole drastic like humans do, but I think there's a tiny speck of them where they do really care about how you're feeling. But dogs, they don't care. They just want food. Nanny to kids, I would say neither. Obviously, neither. Like, what is a dog? How is a dog going to nanny your kids? It can't. These are the things that can't even take care of themselves, where people have to go out and rescue them. So if people have to go out and rescue them, how the hell, excuse my language, can they be nanny to children? They can't even take care of their own offspring. They can't take care of themselves, but somehow they can nanny kids, another species? Get out of here. Assistants at work. What do dogs do? Again, they take these dogs to work. All they do is sit there, walk around, do nothing. I'll say that's to neither of them. Like, no one's helping at work. Actually, I think there was a video I can actually show. Cat pulls cord. It's gonna be here, but there's a video of the cat helping out. Obviously, the people helped out. They manipulated it, but
Attention, this girl has tied up her cat and has taken it underneath.
In a sense, this is, the cat is helping. Even though the people do manipulate it by using cues and food, but the cat is
her
helping.
house because she and her mother have a huge problem. They need to pass a cable underneath their patio. So look at what they've done. They've attached the cable to their cat and told it to go underneath the patio. Since the cat is...
I wouldn't say told it to go underneath the patio. They put it underneath the patio, and they use food to attract the cat to come to them.
Clever, it goes straight there and the mother just has to give it a treat. Look, it comes out and they've successfully completed their mission. Beautiful.
See, that's helping. Dogs, I don't know what they do. Dogs are worthless. Look at this. Oh, it's the opposite. This is completely the opposite. Look at this. Craps in house, that is dogs. Pukes on the bed, dogs. Let's see. Dog pukes on bed. Look at this. Dog throws up on the cat. I want to watch that though. Dog vomiting. And then this dog vomits. Again, dogs will eat anything. So I guess I can't find anything now, but how about this? Dog craps on owner's face. Not exactly puking, but there was a story of... It's not funny. Of this one. Of a dog crapping on the owner's face.
Oh my god, Rory just pooped in the car.
See?
No! No! No!
See?
She pooped a turd on me!
See?
No! Get off my lap!
See? And then the dog puts its nasty ass in the dog mother's face. See? I'm just showing you the receipts here, people. I'm showing you the receipts. I'm showing you the receipts. Man, these dog nuts don't have no receipts. They have no receipts whatsoever. They're just talk. They just talk. I can't find it, but I know there was a story of a dog pooping on the owner's face. I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. Poops on, let's see, lady owner's face. Here it is. Yes, found it. Again, I show the receipts, guys. I show the receipts. These dog nuts can't show a single thing. How are we doing for time? Oh, already past an hour. Oh, I'm not even halfway through, guys. I'm sorry, but this cat versus dog thing got me intrigued, yo. I'm sorry. I might have to do a two-parter. Why am I not seeing it? It's like I have to subscribe to read the story. Bristol. Let's see if I do this. Remember this 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been 2 years. 2 years already. Damn, time goes by fast. I've been doing this for 4 years now. Almost 5. But anyways, woman spends 3 days in the hospital after dog pooped on her face while she slept. And she said, I suddenly felt something squirt in my mouth. And here we are. Dogs don't crap in the house. They don't puke on the bed. Like, come on. I'm not saying this never happened with cats. But don't act as if dogs are perfect. The dogs don't do things. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of cats that don't care about their owners either. But stop acting as if all dogs are these perfect. There's always exceptions. And the reality is that they don't really care about you. It's all about food and conditioning them. Kill stuff for fun? What? Prone. See, and these dog netters, they have no receipts here. They have no receipts. I'm showing you the receipts. I'm showing you the receipts. Dog nuts don't have no receipts. They're just all talk, lies, excuses. Like rinse, wash, repeat. Talk, lies, excuses. Talk, lies, excuses. Talk, lies, excuses. Talk, lies, excuses. That's all they do. But anyways, dogs make better humans than people do. If you think a dog is better than people when you are a person too, then you do suffer from like very low self-esteem. And stop putting it on everyone else just because your life is a piece of crap. Your life is so bad that you have to put everyone else down. Look at this. Feed a dog for 3 days. They will remember you for 3 years. Okay. Feed a human for 3 years. They will forget you in 3 days. Again, I'm not saying this is not true, but as in like this part. But again, dogs, they're only attracted to you because of food, because you feed them. If you ain't feeding them, they don't care about you. And because you feed them, that doesn't mean the dog likes you or loves you. It just means they just want food. They just want food. Period. That is it. But I'm not saying this isn't true. And again, there's some exceptions. There's some exceptions. And a lot of people will always remember you. You do good deeds with many people, they remember you. They'll be thankful, they'll be appreciated, but obviously there are people that are just bad out there. But I think I'd rather, feed a bad person than to feed a dog any day. It's all about humility. I know there's always exceptions, always that fine line. But, in terms of a situation that you're in, whether this person is bad or not, whatever the case the situation is, and if you have food or some type of resource, I think it would only be noble for you to help feed that bad person. Obviously, if they were like very bad, like a dictator, a serial killer of some sort, I guess you would say, okay, no. Yeah. But if they're like a rude person or whatever, man, you still would want to feed them. In the case of a whatever the situation may be. But again, dogs, I would not feed dog. I don't care if a dog is starving. I don't care if somehow the dog saved my life. I would not feed that dog. That dog should let me die. I would not even want to be saved by a dog, period. Reasons why dogs can be better than humans. I think I already covered this. Dogs can be better than people. Dogs can be better than humans. They say dogs don't tend to judge. Neither do any other animal. Like, it's common sense. They love unconditionally, which again is a lie. No receipts here. Just a little blurb. No receipts. Again, a lot of these articles, they don't really show any receipts or examples. You just type these blurbs, but they have no receipts, no examples. And they themselves won't even acknowledge dog attacks either. They won't even acknowledge it or say something about it. They just say dogs love unconditionally in the story, which is totally false. They forgive even the worst injustice because, again, dogs are worthless. You feed it, as they said in the other post, you feed a dog once, they'll always remember you. It's because you feed it, man. Even if you abuse it, they will still hang around you only and mainly because of food, not because of who you are, and because they like you, love you. It's not even about that. Again, it's about food. Dogs are good listeners, again, which is totally false. Dogs don't hear your actual words. They hear sound, but they don't hear the actual words. Dogs don't give unhelpful or biased advice. What the? Are you serious? Dogs don't give. We gotta laugh at this right now. We have to laugh at this. Dogs don't give. Okay, anyways. You don't see dogs turning everything back around to them. Dogs don't say mean things when they're angry. Dogs don't say mean things when they're angry. Dogs don't say mean things when they're angry. Angry dog. They say dogs don't say mean things when they're angry. I mean, they're not obviously they're not gonna speak words, but angry dog growling. See? But dogs don't say mean things when they're angry. Okay. Dogs don't lie. God. Oh my God. So can dogs be better than people? Of course, humans are humans, dogs are dogs, but you see, we as human beings could learn a lot from dogs. Okay. All right then. So I guess they just want us to not say anything at all. Like I don't know. Like I shouldn't even be trying to dissect this because it's just so stupid. It is so stupid. This is the person that made this. This is the person that made this article. She made this stupid article. Where'd it go now? Did I just close it? But she made this stupid article. The article is stupid. 2017. Stupidity. I'm sorry, but this stupid person. Yeah, we're laughing at you. We're laughing at you because you just made a stupid article. Oh, these brain dead dog nutters. 25 reasons dogs are better than men. Okay. I don't even want to. I really don't even want to go through this. Like, it's just. I'll go through some of them. I'll do my favorite number 6. Dogs understand what no means, but they don't understand stop when you're saying stop when they're attacking you, though. Dogs are nice to your relatives. False. There have been many countless attacks especially on children, when they visit a house or vice versa, and the dog attacks them. Dogs don't care how you dress. I mean, again, do they have a choice? What are they going to do? What are they going to say? They don't criticize your friends. Dogs don't mind if you do all the driving or if you take a wrong turn. so stupid. I'm sorry. It's so dumb. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. But anyways, dogs. Does your dog bite? Only if I tell her, and sometimes when I don't. Again, you don't even have to tell them to bite or maul. They just do it. They just do it. How about this? Show me what is in your mouth or draw 25. It's probably a child right in its mouth. A little baby in its mouth. How about this one? My worthless mutt, that's usually a little demon. The moment I start eating something. Again, that's dogs for you. Even dogs are able to manipulate their dim-witted owners. So bad that they could act one way and then maul them in the next way. Pit bulls named Princess when you leave a toddler unattended. 100% true. 100% true. So we've all seen this AI picture of a baby going up against a AI pit bull, which does speak volume. It does speak volume. Here's another one. I mean, it's like those coliseums in ancient times where people would sacrifice themselves or be forced to fight in these battles, and people would find it amusing and funny. Fast forward, we had dog baiting where they put these dogs in a pen with mice, mouses, and bulls, and they would attack, and they would find it amusing. Now, in today's day, again, they don't need a coliseum. There is no lights, there's no coliseum, but there's no ready, set, go. But these dogs, when they're ready, they're going to attack and maul the babies. This one speaks volume well. I'm a nanny dog. And it's so false. And I believe, not I believe, but I've heard that the nanny dog was created by a blind guy. And I believe that same blind guy that said dogs are nanny dogs also got attacked and be killed by his own dog. Something for that matter. So that's dog culture for you. Well, yes, I'd like to order 1 box of happiness, please. Now, these are death sentences. Potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 children, death sentences. But then they're gonna get other offspring, and then they're gonna kill other children. It's gonna be a chain reaction. Non-stop chain reaction. There's just one more I want to do. I'll show you one more thing. I'm going to take a little break, so I can find I'll be right back in 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. still a blank screen. Trying to figure out why it's a blank Bear with me. Almost done. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just didn't know why the app on my PC isn't showing up on OBS. All I see was a blank screen, but nevertheless, I'm just going to show you the other content on Google Chrome right here. Should be starting like 1 minute. Alright, we're just gonna end it right now. For time, I'm going past 1 hour and 30-minute mark. We're almost done. Last few things I want to show. I just want to get it over with now, so I'm not going to do a two-parter. Like you see in this picture, hope you guys can see. We're good. All dogs are good, which is false. All dogs are repulsive, they're worthless, and they're very dangerous. There's no good dog. Again, these people have to train and condition their dog to do certain things. When the dog does good things, they're going to congratulate the dog for it. But when the dog does bad things, they're going to blame the owner. So it's like, that's not really fair, though. It's not really fair how the dog can do good things, even though the owner trained it to do it. But when the dog does bad things, even though the trainer didn't train the dog to do that, you're going to hate on the owner. Again, it's just chaos, and it just doesn't make any sense. Finally, a man I can trust. Again, this is, it's not as far-fetched nowadays. A lot of these dog nutters, whether it's male or female, a lot of them are having sex with their dogs. This speaks volume. A lot of places says no dogs allowed, especially on school property and parks. But a lot of dog nutters, they will still bring their worthless mutt onto the property. And obviously, law enforcement, etc., government, schools, they're not reinforcing or enforcing these rules at all. So, since there's no dogs, but yet you'll still see dog nuts with their dogs on the property. And it's funny how we all have to respect dogs, but these dog nuts can't respect rules of a property. Again, it probably says no dogs. These dog nuts will violate that rule for the sake of their dog. But everyone else has to respect the dog no matter what. It's just unfair. Unfair. How about this? You do not own a dog. You have a dog and he has you. By its jaw? Maybe. By its jaw. Yeah. Yeah, again, dogs don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know what's going on. You feed it, you train it to do things. That's what they do. That's what they're going to do. And to say you own a dog is just, to me, kind of like disrespectful to the dog itself. You own this dog? Like, you own a dog. Because it's property, because it's worthless. Yeah, you have to own it. Because if you don't own it, they're going to be terrorizing places. So you got to own these things. You got to own them. You got to be dominant over them. You got to be alpha. You got to be a pack leader over these things. Because they themselves are worthless. We don't hear be a pack leader for cats or for fish or for any other animal. It's only for dogs because dogs are worthless. They're dangerous. and they come up with all these, obstructs. I think it's just a way, as if the dog, behaves bad or attacks, they have something to blame. If you're not dominant, they blame the dominance. If you're not alpha, they blame the alpha. If you're not paying attention, they blame you're not paying attention. They blame the training. They blame the child. They blame the victim. They have all these things to blame just to protect these worthless mutts. But I don't think anyone blamed the owner for the dog doing this, though. But they're going to thank the dog and worship the dog as if the dog did everything on its own. But again, when it does bad things or attacks, it's not the dog. But when it does this, okay, it's the dog. The dog did it. Dog culture. How about this? As you can see, Subway, and we have a stank-ass dog sitting on the Subway seat. You know that this dog net is filled with dog dander, dog bacteria, dog shit, dog filth, dog piss on her clothes, on her hands, all over, on her phone, etc. Now she's sitting there. The dog is sitting there. She's going to touch the handbars, touch the doors, touch the poles. She's going to be contaminating everywhere for the sake of her just being a dog nutter. Apparently, dogs, especially these bully breeds, need these muscle gain. I mean, some of them are just naturally built, worthlessly built, but they still need this. It's like, just being naturally built isn't enough for them to maul babies. So much that they need like these supplements to make them even more buffer to maul babies, to maul children. Pitbulls are number one canine killer of babies, of toddlers, of girls, of women, of elderly, of cats, of other dogs, and of their owners. I think the last one says canine killer. So again, no one is safe with these things. No one is safe. If you can't love a dog like a family member, don't get one. But in this dog culture, they're always pushing dogs in advertisements, in movies, and TV shows, and in person, etc. Billboards, they're always pushing dogs, and you're eventually going to be manipulating. Well, they already have manipulated a lot of bad people, a lot of bad owners, and they get these things, and either the dog is abandoned, killed, dog attacks someone, and it's the same old cycle. So I suggest we stop pushing these things as if they're perfect, as if they can do no wrong or no harm can be done to them, which is never the fact. And it's either dog lovers harming them, or these dogs harming the dog lover, or these dogs harming any other innocent people. We should just stop pushing this dog culture and this dog narrative. Again, even when I'm not looking for dog stuff, I'm always seeing them either in person, on billboards, bus stops. I'm always seeing dogs in shows and movies, and it's just too much. The children watching this, people watching it, they can easily be manipulated by things they see on TV, and they're going to think dogs are perfect. They go and get a dog, and they realize that this dog is a piece of garbage. And abusing the dog because they're so stressed. So stop pushing this dog propaganda. Stop pushing this dog propaganda. You guys don't push the hamster propaganda. You're not pushing the guinea pig propaganda. You're not pushing the fish propaganda. In movies and cartoons, it's usually only the dog that is usually seen or heard of. All these main characters, they all have dogs. Movies, they all have dogs. They all like dogs. Dogs are always, portrayed as these great, beautiful, perfect little things, but that's not the reality. But you're misleading a lot of people, and therefore you're misleading these worthless mutts as well. Rescue does not mean damaged. It means that they have been let down by humans. Okay? And it's really because how worthless these things are. They rely so much on people. They rely so much. Okay, they rely on people, period. But if they weren't so worthless, they would not be in the conditions that they're in. So the dogs themselves are to blame because they're so brain damaged and they're so worthless. No matter how long we have them, it's never long enough. I mean, they apparently they live short lives, and I feel like it's not shortened enough. I wish these things just didn't exist, period. Look at this. Don't judge my pit bull, and I won't judge your kids. This is pit bull nuttery. Pit bull nuttery. Ban stupid people, not the breed. But again, it's your propaganda, your industry that is pushing these things as lovable, perfect, cuddable, soft things. Like I said, you're misleading. Your propaganda. People like you are misleading people, everybody. And these people watch a few videos on YouTube and look at the dog just sitting there and they say, I want one of these. It just sits there. It's harmless. They get it, and it's not a walk in the park. So people like this, the pit bull bully breed industry, are to blame for what's happening to these worthless mutts. It's 2 a.m. and you hear barking. Do you know where your neighbor's, excuse my language, shit bull is? And my trademark quote for that is, follow the red drip road. It's kind of a reference from The Simpsons in the Stonecutter episode where Homer was like, follow the yellow drip road. So we don't know we don't know where your dog or pit bull is. I say follow the red drip road. Indication that it probably has attacked someone. So just follow the blood, and that might lead you to your dog. Again, no dogs allowed, but yet we still see these dogs always entering, property, whether the dog alone or with the dog's owner, always breaking these rules. Here's a picture of a dead pit bull. And how about this one? Sit. Stand in front of your dog with a treat. Hold the treat near your dog's nose. Lift the treat up and say sit. Wait till your dog sits and say yes. Reward your dog and repeat. Again, this is conditioning. Conditioning these things to be something that you want them to be. But even then, it's not enough, because we've heard many stories of these dogs never being aggressive, well trained, never been before, no problems before. But then out of nowhere, it just goes on a killing spree, killing people, attacking people left to right, and they, again, always shocked again. But anyways, here's another picture of a dead pit bull. Just need a soft laugh track. Yep, a dead pit bull. But anyways, that's it for Chaos Uncontrolled, the virtual nature of dog nutters, where, I showed some memes, pictures, stats and other things, on the internet that these dog nutters say. I provided receipts, debunking many of their claims. A lot of them were just so dumb that I was like, is there any point? And it's just mind-numbing how dumb these dog nutters, dog lovers, dog owners can be, where they're writing these long articles and they're posting it on the internet. We've seen one that was posted in 2017. So this person has had this article up since 2017. And never once between these years she ever came back and reread it and was like, this article is a piece of garbage. I should take it down. Not once. And I debunked using videos, using articles. I debunked their claims that these dogs are better than cats, when it's false. Dogs are the worst. They are the shits. They are the shits. All natural animals, from the cockroaches to the worms, to the fungus, to the trees, to the flowers, to the cats, to the parrots, to the bats, to the lions, to the seals, to the fish, to the algae are way better than these worthless mutts. Way better. And one of the reasons why they're so much better is because these dog nuts, the dog lovers, the dog industry, they hype up these dogs as if they're perfect. No, they can do no wrong. They're so ignorant, so arrogant, that they're hyping these dogs as if they're so perfect, when in reality they are not. These dogs are just out of control. These dogs are just full of chaos. And these dog owners, dog lovers, they bring an uncontrolled chaos, not just in person, but on the internet, which is far worse. So on the internet, they can say and make anything. Say anything, post videos, use AI, all this stuff, where they can manipulate a lot of dog nutters, where they're going to accept it. They're not going to do their research. They're going to accept it as fact, when it's a completely 100% false and nonsense. That's it for this video, nearly 2 hours, but I think that dealing with the cats versus dog thing really extended the time. I will be back maybe later today, probably tomorrow, with more dog nuttery. But again, I am Gore the Dog Butcher with another Worthless Mutts, and please remember that it's okay to hate dogs. Thank you for watching.